best, but they aren't for the worst because, like I say, they don't have no soul to have emotion to stick to whatever purpose that they want. They just control biochemical, you know what I'm saying, neutron, electrons put together, but they wasn't born in anything. So it's like they controlled by the Dracos, right? But if the Dracos don't keep a certain legion of grays intact and in order, they will rebel against the Draco. They don't serve us. So if they rebel against their masters, that means that they're gonna help the refugees that their masters going to get them to abduct and observe and take away knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
If you ever watch any of these little TikTok videos, you got the World Star video. Cuz showed me a World Star video. Big motherfucking great alien telling them, oh, my bad, excuse me, but they talking to they giving out the knowledge.
They send like the crops. They do certain things over history, major things to give us signs. Like you had the year of the crop circles when we had the era of the crop circles. It was crop circles flying around there, and they was talking big about the flying saucers. It's just different things. Now we are starting to see real Anunnaki ships. We're starting to see things that don't really make too much sense. And you got to think these ships ain't even piloted, bro, by nobody physically. They all spiritually piloted. So when you get deep into learning about how these crafts move,
no.
What?
No, you didn't open up a door now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't go. You can't open that portal and then let it shut like that.
Yeah.
Did you hear what you just said, nephew? You said these piloted ships are piloting themselves.
Right.
Why?
Because they got it's only one commander. There's only one person can command the ship.
For in my father's house,
right,
is many kingdom,
right,
thrones, spaceships,
chariots of the sky. And that's when you talking about chariots of the sky.
I go and prepare a place for all of y'all.
For everyone.
That's what he said, right? Mm-hmm. So these mechanisms that are coming, sorry y'all, the internet, folks, they bad, but they gonna go to a place for us. Nephew said the frequency ships, they frequency now, not metal metallic, like, you know what I'm saying, what you've been spiritual. These are spiritual ships.
That's why you understand life.
That's why you see it, because it's your personal, come on, man. That's your ride that's gonna scoop you up, what they call the rapture or abduction. Yeah. Now I'm saying, Lord said you're gonna meet me in the air. That's what he told you. He said, I'm gonna beam you up off your feet and I'm gonna put you in the air. So I just wanted to say that the mechanism isn't driving itself. It's really your mind breathing your throne kingdom that is a part of the Holy Spirit of the Father. frequency to you to what you're supposed to have. Back to y'all.
Yeah.
But the mechanism, our chariots, our throne, we're our kings of the Most High. The Most High.
That's what people got to think. Like when you talking about people of God, the God's chosen, you know what I'm saying? It's an election. Like when I was reading up on something, see, I don't like to go too far because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, when you talking about the highest powers, you got to know what you're talking about. But it's an election. Like I was reading about this dude that studied ancient history, lost history, you know what I'm saying? And the gods of the universe actually have a competition every, I think he said 140,000 years or something like that, for 100 something like that centuries. I don't know, but it's like once you get elected, become the chief master, most high of a certain dimension and universe. You know what I'm saying? You get the power. You know what I'm saying? You get the power to procreate things. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, when we were created, he already had his angels. He had his whole setup in the high heaven. You know what I'm saying? But people are grand elected beings, the newest creation, the best creation. God know that with us, we'll never turn and fail him in the ways that these creations, these other creations have. You know what I'm saying? The Gigi, the Draco reptilians, 100%. For just out of spite for evil and wickedness, you know what I'm saying? But we are just lost, you know what I'm saying? We just need to find our way. So, you know what I'm saying? With us being elected, we're elected because we have soul. That people don't understand the soul, and a lot of people think they got one that don't. A lot of people do got one and think they don't have a soul, and some people think they do have souls and don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of this shit that goes with bloodline.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Bloodline.
The more Draco reptilian you got in your blood, the more that deteriorates your pineal gland, and it cuts your vibration from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because
and another thing, you gotta look at it.
They already broke Elder Scrolls. You know what I'm saying? They broke deeds, and they broke ancient laws, and they had wars in the heavens. You know what I'm saying? God can never forgive them. They are not his. They are not of him. You know what I'm saying? They were created to maintain and do duties, and they learned the free will to rebel through Satan, or what we call Satan. You know what I'm saying? His energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what people get evil energy. Evilness, Satan, and all of that are just cliches for people that want to go against the will of God. You know what I'm saying? You can create Satans in your world by dwelling on wickedness. You know what I'm saying? That's how you create. That's how you bring that into your life. You know what I'm saying?
Just like it's just like
all the way down from the sky to the earth.
Yes, I like that. I like how you ended that. But it's just like the negative and positive. It's just you think positive, you're gonna get positive frequency coming back. You give out negative frequency, you're gonna get that negative frequency back.
And prayer is the way that you simultaneously create strong frequencies. You know what I'm saying? Through prayer, meditation. But they say prayer because they don't want to tell you meditation. You know what I'm saying? And I don't try to sound a certain type of way, but you know what I'm saying? If black people, melanated people would meditate more deep meditation and then talk to God from your spirit, you will manifest things that you never thought. See, we just know we done did something bad, go run, drop down on your knees and go talk.
No.
You don't even know who you praying to.
At all.
You sitting up saying names and that don't even make no sense.
At all.
You saying that you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? You calling Jesus by the wrong name. We say Jesus because that's the Western name, but we calling the Son of Salvation the wrong thing. So therefore, he can't even. He not hearing you. He got millions of other people praying right. You know what I'm saying? He's only one strong holy power, but he is the carrier of all prayer. You know what I'm saying? Yeshua, the salvation. They want you to say Jesus the Christ, but it's a cliche to it. And if you are praying through Jesus' names, you gotta be real. You gotta be deep in your meditative spirit for him to recognize. Okay, now he's calling me by something that I don't come by, but I feel his frequency because you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just names. Names are all just cover up for what's real. You know what I'm saying? A person to call you Keyshawn, you ain't Keyshawn. You know, your spirit is not that. Keyshawn is who people told you is. You crazy, or you go do something to somebody, you a spaz out. That's what they created for you. Then they called you Keyshawn. So therefore, your ignorant behavior that you did and that they base you off of, they named you off of that. You know what I'm saying? Your name, that's not you. Like with Jesus. Jesus, if you just switch the term, switch it to Latin, Jesus, everybody knows Zeus is a part of the Legion of Doom. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know who you praying to.
How to break it down.
But I just advise everybody to say Yahshua to salvation. That's how you gonna connect. It's like cutting on the light switch. If you ain't got a light bulb in, it's not gonna turn on. The only way to turn the light bulb on and create that friction with the Most High's Son of salvation, so you can carry your sins to the Most High, so they can maybe be granted. And maybe that he can, or not your sins, but your prayers, my bad, that he can maybe come and help you, you know what I'm saying? Give his son, you know what I'm saying, the permission to move things in your life. That's how it goes. So that's why you can't compare yourself to the Most High, because you can't even sort out 10,000 pieces of mail. So how you gonna sort out 10 million real prayers against 10 million people that has fake prayers? That's why people need to know that we were here for purposes of serve. The Illuminati and all these big groups, right? So you want to speak, right? Yeah. Illuminati and all these big groups are here to deceive people into getting to lowering their frequency. They say, "Oh, selling your soul to the devil." When you sell your soul when you go do these rituals and you drink this blood, or you sacrifice a kid, or you do something very vile and heinous, you cut your frequency with the Most High. You just drunk human blood. So that's what they mean by selling your soul. You cutting your frequency completely off. God has no time for that. You down there doing shit that your parents that I blessed you with, probably a mother and a father, born, married together before they had you, you ain't in the bastard child. But you selling your soul for some money. You know what I'm saying? And then you go ahead and do a satanic ritual thing that is all fun and games. They prick your blood, make you swipe across a contract, then they give you a drink with blood. They ain't gonna give you a whole cup of raw blood. They know you ain't gonna drink that. They gonna trick you. Satan's plans is the trick. His minions are tricksters, jesters. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did.
And most people must understand this room. I call them realms. But they really not, that's not the real name for them. DC, y'all. You know what I'm trying to say.
Talking about the realms and the parallel universes, all these realms and realms that we live in.
You said it right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you saying it right, cuz realms every realm has a parallel realm. So therefore we doing something here. And if we could still cross Stargate and get into parallel universes, which we can, but you know what I'm saying? Our vibrations, you gotta have the highest vibration.
The deep meditation, like you said.
Oh, the vibration will never get that deep in, because God on his way back now. You know what I'm saying? It's already in effect.
All it is, everybody. Hey, this is the year that everybody should get themselves together, because hey, it's only a matter of time for that Trump to get blue. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we digging the ancient history up, because we gotta. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the people born in the early and late 1900s have excavated a lot of information in Dead Sea Scrolls and brought a lot of good books out the Bible that was washed away and threw away. But I gotta really thank these 2000, the late 90s and the 2000, early 2000 generation, because they so stubborn and naive, and they don't even want to listen to their own mamas. So you know they're not gonna listen to the foolishness that we've been taught all these years, because they don't listen to nothing. And that's good. That's a good rebellion right there, to just be hard-headed. Hard-headed might not be that good. They want you to be obedient in school because they want you to listen, take in, and engrave every lie that they're trying to tell to you in your genetics. Because like they said, remember what it was. It was an animal in the sea that proved to people that you can pass on information through genetics. So if they told your great grandmother she was a slave, and they told your great grandmother this and that, and she told it to you, but she don't even know no slave. We don't know a slave to this day. You know what I'm saying? So they telling us this. How the hell y'all got the goddamn audacity to teach slavery in school as it like it was a predominant thing? You know what I'm saying? Therefore, that's you know what I'm saying. And they taught our ancestors that. So they taught us that. Oh, you a slave? Go to school. You better not listen to the white. Don't you do that? Don't you do this? You better. And then you, that's genetically passing it down to now. Born scared of Caucasian people, which all Caucasian people aren't evil. They come straight. They are brothers and sisters. We all share the same DNA. We just got a couple more strands than them. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But they come from us. They different from the Caucasian mountain people. The light skin albinos. If you go and watch the movie 10,000 BC, that'll prove it to you. You know what I'm saying? Those are black people with light skin. They had dreadlocks. They hunted mammoths in the north, in the mountains, around Turkey, around Saudi Arabia way, all of that was the Caucasus Mountains, right up in there, right above Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Right over there. Not far. If they that close, then you know that they come from us. You know what I'm saying? Everything on the outskirts of Antarctica is not what we think it is. You know what I'm saying?
Like you say, more. That's why I already started. The more created. The more created.
Really create them. No, they ain't create Caucasians. I ain't tell you that.
No, not that. But damn, I forget what
I said that it was a lot of genetic DNA modification that black people did back in the day. The Moors taught the people of Spain. The Moors taught people of Spain how to live more humanely. You know what I'm saying? Which was everybody in Spain was made up of mostly hills, mountains, and caves, which were the Caucasus resided. You know what I'm saying? The Caucasoid, the light skinned albino. You know what I'm saying? So we taught them how to bathe, taught them how to create soap, we taught them alchemy, we taught them chemicals, we taught them everything. Botany, we taught them how to plant seeds and grow, we taught them how to be normal civilized people, and we taught them the arts of war. We enslaved them first, we lynched white people first, we cut off their heads and rolled with them on our horses first. Not trying to give us that throw in history, but it's true. Where you think they learned the cruelty from? Us. You don't just spring up out the ground and learn cruelty unless somebody that was being the dang devil to you was teaching you through physical force. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, when I feel when the Caucasian people started to tap into we boosted their history thousands of years in what the Moors was over there, 400 years or something like that? 400, 500 years, I'm thinking. I might be wrong, but we boosted them thousands of years up in just a couple hundred years. You know what I'm saying? They tricked all them. They told them Moors, okay, we don't need y'all. Y'all did us good. We served y'all well. Y'all taught us this, and the third. Now we ready to just claim our land that we was native to. Y'all taught us this. Boom, got them on ships. Killed 500,000 of them all at one time. You know what I'm saying? On the first day of April. You know what I'm saying? April Fool's Day that we celebrate in school. And I wonder why teachers looked at the melanated kids and April Fools. Yeah, they did a long time ago. Long you'll have 100. You'll have 5,000 more cousins on Earth right now if you want April Fool's Day. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they rebellion started. But don't think that they did it off pure knowledge. Them they were helped by higher advanced races, because they were living in the mountains, and everybody knows the Draco reptilians reside in the mountains as well. They were mating. That's why they were so fast to run out the mountain. Once they found out what was in Middle Earth, they had to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? So we pushed them to the mountains. They got there, they settled in, boom, it went right. The animals there were way more apex, and the things that were living in the waters offshores and in those underground caves and water systems were not even close. They were way more unhumanely in history than they was, and they knew it. But those things captured them, they killed them, and they had sex with them. You know what I'm saying? That's just what that's why these rare blood diseases. Blood is supposed to be pure. Blood is not supposed to be born with no type of disease that can develop. So we have to have something foreign in our DNA that's causing us to get ill for no reason at all. Cancer doesn't come by I don't believe it come out smoking or nothing. You have to really push it to the fucking limits, bro, to catch it off of what they say you do. Cancer is caught off 5G cell towers and frequencies, bro. And activate cancer because cancer radioactive, right? And everybody know radios send signals, right? And radios have antennas, right? You know what I'm saying? Them phone stuck to your ear, then they do it. You like, oh man, that the call messing up. Nope, they just got you. They just activated cancer cells in you right then and there, and they just block your frequency to God too. Not even have you on the phone talking ignorant.
For real.
You have good intentions when you get on the phone, but why every time you jump on, you go activity and gossip about somebody? They send that frequency and you forgot the good things you was even finna talk about.
My boy
go straight to negative.
My boy BC just like he broke it down to me because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't the smartest man in the world.
You don't gotta be smart.
But like I say, my dog BC broke it down to me.
Smart. Knowing what they told us in school. That ain't being smart. That's called being a damn fool.
For real. But he told me the cell phone. Look at it. Cell phone. He just got the power to like shut down your cell. How you think you can have energy 1 minute, then
and it's gone.
It's gone.
With it, cause you gotta feel yourself.
The next minute it's gone. It's the cell phone. Why you think you can't leave the laptop on your lap? Because you're killing your sponsor.
Yeah. Can't have it out while you taking off flight through turbulence.
Like, you gotta look at it.
That's showing you how strong signal frequencies is from these devices. If this device can take a plane down, then you know it can take a human down, right? If they tell you turn your phones off, we're taking flight. Yeah, because and it's gonna be one stupid fool on there gonna have it out, and that's what caused the planes to malfunction. They don't even know that somebody had a goddamn phone out. If a phone's strong enough to take down a jet airliner, 150 passenger with a first class and a coach, and take it down to the ground, then you know that a cell phone could take us out. And you got to think the Bermuda Triangle planes and boats mysteriously go missing. No, they don't. Mysterious. It's mysterious. Yes, it is, because we don't know. But I'm gonna tell you, listen, you fly over the Bermuda Triangle. It's a lot of different places they try to say it was Atlantis. Listen, man, Atlantis is under Bermuda, bro.
For real. It really
you feel me?
You gotta look
and
at
they got a whole goddamn on. They got a whole goddamn on. Hold on, bro. They got a whole goddamn on. What can I call it, Chris? You got like a base. They got a space base. What we think was supposed to be out of space, what is really an underwater base for a lot of the extra activity and the extraterrestrials we harvest that's on Earth hide it. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't hide here because they know that they can't compare. I hate to say it like this, but they can't do nothing with black people
at all.
They know it. We don't get abducted. We don't. They can't do nothing.
They can't do nothing with it. I just want to know what happened to the first. What happened to the first black alien abduction? The aliens came down here trying to abduct one of us and got his ass.
I don't know of a black alien though.
That's probably what happened.
Aliens don't do that to us, bro. That's what I'm telling you. Listen, Keith. They do it in ways that they know they can get away with it. They can't touch our spirit. They can't take our bodies. They can't do this to us because, you know what I'm saying, we harvest inner power and souls, spirit in our souls that they don't want to mess with that. You know what I'm saying? So what they do is they send these signals through the electronic. Oh, black people love to be on TV. Black people love to be shining because that's what we do. We shine. Melon shine. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So before they know, they're going to take what we love, and we love electromagnetically current. We love stuff that's generated by electromagnetic field and electricity, period. We love phones. We love to rap. You know, microphones, when then you turn up. They always do make you do the like before. Do that frequency and make everybody in the club go crazy. Then a nigga get killed afterwards. So
you gotta look at it.
Now, sum it up for BC.
I ain't summing it nothing. I'm
just
just adding on.
Hey, you summed up what I was trying to say.
I just gotta get my boy, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm on the right.
Just wanna
summed up what I was trying to say, cause you said everything what I was trying to say. You feel me? You feel me? Cause you truly a Pisces.
This is Key. This is Don and the Bradley.
Hey,
But what I want to say is, you said that the cell phone frequency bring down the plane, right? Right, nephew?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
bring the planes down. Yes,
that explains why they shut down all the planes lately, because they running the CERN machine. I'm done. If one phone can do that to a plane, what is the CERN machine doing when they fire it up? This ain't the first time they shut down planes. Hey, not. I mean, within a year. I mean, it's like 3 times this happened from 2021 to where we stand now. Because y'all know we still in 2022.
Yes, we is.
The Most High say Aries the ram. That's March. Hebrew, we say Aviv is the first month. Leviticus chapter 23 tells you the very first month you should stay away from all bread that can rise. Flour that you eat unleavened. Can't have no cakes, sweet cakes and all that. You know, general purpose flour, you can cook in that because it's unleavened. It don't rise. But, you know, anything that can rise on its own, we put it in the heat. Nah, because the Most High say that was sin. Exodus chapter 14 for you those that don't like the New Testament.
Nah.
All right. So, I mean, Old Testament, but Yeshua, when he broke bread with the disciples, they call it the Last Supper. Fuck is that? It's called Passover. All right. So, it says on the Passover, he took the bread, but see, I don't want to focus on religion. What I want you to focus on is Lilith. Li is lithium. All right. So you got lithium squared is her name. Lilith. Lemuria. Okay, now she was a winged being, right? An owl face, ibis, eagle, right? And she denied the Adam of the earth, the Enki, not Adam, you know. There's Adam, Adamu, Adamah. There were 7 continents, 7 lands, 7 men, seven Homo erectus androgynous. See, Lilith isn't a female. She's a Fae male, a iron male. Fe is the elemental force of iron, which you get the hermaphrodite broken down to Hermes, the caduceus of scientific science and medicine, who later became in the land of Ken, Thoth, or Ta-Hu-T. All right, now, so now you made the connection that in an older script, his name was called Nengazita. And Nengazita is the reason why Adam and Eve could procreate through sex. Before that, it was Homo erectus, Homo sapien, Homo haplo. It was those that evolved from apes because Lemuria was the land that belonged to them. Go ahead.
So we were just talking about frequencies earlier.
Mm-hmm. We're still talking about frequency.
But most people must understand about frequency. You gotta break it down. Like with frequency, there's different types of frequency. That's magnetic frequency, sound frequency, but it's all different. You gotta get that understanding.
Frequency is spelled Frequency, right? English reverse is sorcery because it's the only language that reads left to right. So when we look at frequency, it's the psyop, CY, of the Lord, keys for free. They say the gospel is free. Christ said, I give you the keys. Not jingling, keys. Ki energy. Fine.
We are the key.
Right. And to chi. So the key reist, not Christ, the key reist, the key phase of power, substance, melanin, produced by the rays of the sun, not that disk, the satellite, but what lights up the disk, jumps through us, comes from within and out of us.
Like we are the elements.
And the reason why those elements wish to know what we know, because they don't know the soul or what you call sun.
Right, so
S-U-N.
Okay, so I want to ask y'all about alchemy. Right, most people know about alchemy. What's the trueness of the alchemy?
all the
equivalent
by your
as
old
things,
school
right?
pen and all that. I want it looking real nice and ain't.
That's the law of alchemy,
Yeah.
right? Equivalent as things. You can't put something into something without putting the same amount.
Not really. You gotta know how to mix. You
Yes,
gotta,
is it? But
know what I'm saying?
AL is God.
Mhm.
T M is melanin. So God's substance is the faith, is the substance. Faith is the melanin of what you meditate for. That the virtual reality of your eyeballs don't see, but it does happen. But the correct interpretation of the scripture say faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. Now,
all this, right? Chemistry.
so if chemistry is the study of the substance, then what are your scientists looking at? The God particle. That's what we say today. Back in the day, your moms and your great grandmas say, the Holy Spirit, the anointed presence of God. Now, DNA means dragon, nature, activated.
Yep.
Reason why I say you have to be reborn again. It says that Yeshua said you got to be born of the water and of the fire. What the hell does that mean? That is not going to your pastor being dunked in the water and the baptism. Remember when we were talking about Homo erectus, Homo sapien? Today we say artificial womb. You can look it up. It exists. It's been here a long time. So artificial womb is taking an animal, mixing it with air, wind, and what is called a vessel, and you're taking the spirit life and the gene modification of the animal, which is usually monkeys, snakes, dragons, eagles, lions, tigers. I think it's a jaguar in the book of Daniel. So now, if your angels have 4 faces and they're animalistic, then how are you going to say that the bull of Moloch is a myth? I mean, the people that believe in it say it's a myth. Well, let's break down myth. Switch the M-I and put M-A. What do you have? You have math. To be a math master is mythological. See it? TH is the short of theos. So you have the mother and the father in the word math. Honor thy mother and thy father. Harmonia. Harmony. See, we say things that we vibrate to a higher frequency, but we don't catch it because it's not in our heart and our minds, right? So to be born of the water means that you do not evolve from something. Evolution comes from something that created something that we understand. The Most High say, turn from me, I never knew you. So that answers how the creator can know all things and then turn around and say, I didn't create you, so I don't know you. But if they took that part of the Enume Elish or Enlil Enki, Anu, and they separate, the Muslims wouldn't understand that they were worshiping a false god.
Okay, I got a question.
The Israelites didn't understand that they were worshiping a false god with the name of God. That's what got them. But if you look at the story, how they gave it to us, they went to a mountain. There's a flying spaceship. It said it was clouds. It's no clouds in the sky. That's scientifically modified. So we got that out the way. Being that they shut down the planes, like I was telling nephew, he had to open up a frequency again. And he was saying how a cell phone can bring down
a whole plane.
Is that blinking? Is that coming towards us as a plane? Let's make sure I ain't bugging. No, because y'all seen my videos the other day now. I got real UFOs. So, I'm always looking up like, wait, what's going on here? So if a cell phone can do that,
I see the red and green light. That's a plane.
Yeah, that's a plane. What can the CERN machine do? What can the CERN machine do? That's way more powerful than cell phones. And so they say, we see planes, so they up now. Or there ain't no fighter jet. We in Florida right now. So, but the thing on the news is they got people hostage in train stations and airports because they're not allowed to go on the electrical system that run by GPS. Why? What are y'all doing that is overpowering that will bring down all these things? And that's when you got to get into aerodynamics of electrical magnetic fields. And that's what he was saying. So as you see right before your eyes, every time they run this machine, a worldly thing go down with airplanes, sicknesses, stuff like that. So frequency, understanding what you understand as the spirit. Anything else you want to say?
I there's a video that I watched, and I came across the video, and they were talking about Greek mythology. They was breaking down all the names from Medusa to Zeus.
Producer Gorilla.
Yeah.
Yes. Like they said Denala. Anything with like anything like those are entities if you want to be real about the situation. Those are real entities. But they say Greek mythology. But how did Greek mythology when you was real entities walking the money? Like everything, like they have not lied when they said they even walk among us. Yes, they hear each and every day.
Yeah,
it's just for us to open our third eye and pick who is who. That's all it is. This is day of like the days of reckoning is coming. Like we are in our days of reckoning, and everybody needs to really choose their side because they already have chosen their side, and it's only a matter of time before our chariots get what they so call what they call our chariots. No, those is our thrones. What they call chariots. Our thrones is soon to be here, right along with God. The days of reckoning is here. It's up to you to open your third eye and disciple and see what's what. Evil is in our face, but it's up to us to acknowledge it. When you don't acknowledge it, evil's just gonna run free.
Evil means sorrow, slavery, mental slavery.
All right, stop being a mental slave and thanks for your damn self, or you really will be damned. Hey, take it from here.
Shalom.